This graph maps home-based business growth intersecting with falling hardware costs. At $500, entry-level machinery becomes accessible. Now, desk-sized machines produce for massive markets. For example, the paper straw industry is valued at $1.6 billion, and desktop lasers enter the high-volume pet accessory market. We are looking at a decentralized model of production. By utilizing low-cost hardware manufactured in Chinese industrial hubs, individual operators can now manage small batch manufacturing from a home office or garage. These machines convert raw materials into finished goods in a single session. This on-demand production avoids the delays and inventory risks of large-scale overseas ordering. However, navigating this market is difficult. Searching for equipment under $500 reveals thousands of white-labeled clones that often look identical in photos, but vary significantly in their build quality and safety standards. To determine which of these machines are actually viable for a business, we have to look at the specific trade-off between the active labor required and the potential for passive or low-touch income. We are stripping away the marketing claims to evaluate the specifications, realistic profit margins, and daily operating realities of 10 specific machines under $500.
Before we get to these weird, boring, and highly profitable business ideas, let's talk about your legal foundation. You absolutely cannot start a unique niche business without a properly structured LLC. Think about it. Whether you're operating heavy industrial machines or managing a messy local service, the liability risks are very real. Most people start these hidden gem businesses as sole proprietors, which means if a machine malfunctions or a client files a lawsuit, your personal savings and home are on the line. Your business must be a separate legal entity to protect your personal assets and keep your home address off the public record. That's where Northwest Registered Agent comes in. Northwest is the absolute best formation service out there. They handle your entire LLC setup for just $39 plus state fees, which includes a full year of their premium registered agent service. What makes them elite is their privacy by default policy. They use their own business address on your public state filings, so your home address stays completely hidden. Plus, they never sell your data, and their corporate guides provide real human support whenever you need it. This legal shield is non-negotiable. I've linked my full Northwest review in the description. Use my link down below to register your LLC today and unlock exclusive discounts. Get your protection handled first, and then let's get into the ideas.
Our first scorecard covers the commercial vending dispenser. At around $195, this purely mechanical unit requires no electricity. The business model relies on securing placements in high-traffic local shops. Once stocked with bulk inventory, you retain a 50 to 70% profit margin per transaction. Daily labor is minimal, but the trade-off is low revenue per item. This is the baseline for a low-effort, low-return operation. Next is the chalk molding machine. For under $500, this device molds plaster, water, and pigment into uniform sticks of chalk. The margin structure here is significant. A single stick costs 1 cent in raw materials. Selling them in bulk to schools or art suppliers for 10 to 25 cents creates a 90% profit margin. These margins only translate to profit if you move high volume. You must actively secure B2B contracts, making this a specialized tool for targeting the education or art supply sectors. These volume-based machines prove that you can replace active manufacturing labor with a smart distribution strategy. The work moves away from the workbench and into sales and logistics. For precision work, the CNC 3018 Pro Max costs less than $400. It features all-metal construction and is capable of an accuracy of 0.02 millimeters. This accuracy allows for the production of functional prototypes. Because this is a specialized technical service, the potential hourly return is high. However, there is a steep learning curve for the CAD and CAM software and strict maintenance schedules. The Vevor 30-liter ultrasonic cleaner costs under $500 and uses up to 800 watts of power to clean parts submerged in its tank. This is a service-based model. Restoring vintage vinyl records or cleaning carburetors for repair shops can command service fees between $70 and $90 per hour. The machine handles the cleaning while you focus on other tasks. The risks involve mechanical wear over time that can puncture the tank, and potential fire hazards common with high-wattage heating elements. The Vevor plastic single-size button maker is one of the most affordable entry points on this list, pressing standard 2.25-inch buttons. This allows for an immediate start in custom merchandise. By selling to local bands or clubs, you can generate roughly $50 an hour in gross profit. The trade-off is the plastic construction. It lacks the alignment lines found on professional metal machines, and the plastic frame is not designed for heavy, long-term industrial use.
These specialized services and merchandise markets offer high rates, but you trade your time for technical learning, safety monitoring, or the limitations of entry-level hardware. The laser engraver market is a popular choice for personalized goods. The Neje Master 2S is one of the most affordable options, priced around $200 with a 1.6-watt laser. While low-powered, it can handle high-margin items. When you calculate the time and materials, engraving pet ID tags can yield about $160 an hour, while leather patches can reach $110. The limitations are its slow engraving speed and manual focus. It also lacks an air assist system, which means you'll spend more time cleaning smoke marks off your finished products. For $349, the Creality Falcon 2 uses a more powerful 10-watt laser and dual linear rails for more consistent movement. This power level is efficient for batch production. You can realistically clear $50 an hour on wooden ornaments or $55 an hour on custom coasters. It features a camera-based boundary framing system. This projects the design outline onto your material to eliminate placement errors, though the out-of-box software options are somewhat limited. The Ortur Laser Master 3, priced around $449, matches the 10-watt output, but increases engraving speeds up to 20,000 millimeters per minute. Speed is critical for B2B signage. Producing office nameplates can net $140 an hour, while large custom cutting boards can pull in $75. It includes an integrated air assist system for cleaner cuts. However, like most open-frame lasers, it requires you to set up your own ventilation to safely manage fumes and particulates. In the entry-level laser market, your ultimate profit ceiling is defined by how well you balance cutting speed against the time spent on manual setup and alignment. On the higher end of the budget spectrum, the Two Trees TTSS 20 Pro provides 20 watts of power and a large 500 by 500 millimeter work area for $479. This capacity is ideal for larger items like acrylic LED signs, which can reach $100 an hour in profit. The metal enclosure makes it much safer for use in shared home spaces. The trade-off is the footprint. It requires significantly more room than any other machine on this list. Finally, the LaserPecker 3 is a 10-watt unit priced at $499, designed specifically for portability and mobile app integration. This machine is built for on-site personalization at craft fairs or events. You can clear about $70 an hour on jewelry or $55 an hour on phone cases while customers wait. The portability comes at the cost of size. With a work area of only 4.3 inches, you are limited to very small items like jewelry, cards, and tags. Your choice of machine depends on your environment. Large enclosed units provide safety for the home, while compact units allow you to capture premiums at live events. The reality of micromanufacturing is that a popular product doesn't always lead to high profit. High demand brings high competition, which can drive prices down. This chart maps our 10 machines across two axes: the type of labor required and the target customer volume. Passive or low-touch machines require very little daily labor. However, your revenue is strictly limited by your physical location or the number of service bookings you can secure. Active machines offer the highest potential hourly rates, often exceeding $100, but you earn that rate by operating the hardware, managing the software, and strictly following safety protocols. Ultimately, a $500 machine is just a tool. Profit comes from the value you add to a raw material through customization or specialized service. Always validate the market demand for that specific value before investing in the hardware.